The name and logo for this year's Need for Speed game, you know, the one we've heard nothing about yet, was leaked over on Twitter earlier today, which also means we can finally expect a full official reveal from EA very soon. Lots of the Need for Speed creators made videos at the end of June stating that Need for Speed 2022 will actually be called Need for Speed Unbound. This logo seems to confirm that is the case for this year's game. Now, for copyright reasons and out of respect for the devs, I won't be showing the official leaked logo for the game in this video, but instead I recreated it myself to show you what it will roughly look like. They finally binned off the font that they've used since Need for Speed Undercover and changed the NFS part to a very wide and blocky text. As for the Unbound text, it's more of a graffiti style, which is very fitting for the game's setting. I've seen mixed opinions on this so far. I personally think it looks alright. It's just a logo for a game, really. Now let's put it all together and see all of the details that we know so far and when this game will be announced and released. Need for Speed Unbound is set in Lakeshore City, which resembles a similar setting to Chicago. There are 6 different zones on the map, with more notable areas like the main city, the rural outskirts, and a hilly cliffside. In terms of gameplay, we know it's going to have photorealistic graphics with anime-style elements to it. Lots of examples in screenshots and gameplay footage has already confirmed this as well, which I think over time fans have gotten used to. Having a look at it, I don't honestly think it looks bad at all. I think people were just crying to begin with because they literally thought it was going to be an anime game, but as we can see, that isn't the case. The story mode is said to be similar to what we had in Need for Speed Heat, with a strong female and cultural representation within the game. Drag and drift racing events have actually been removed in Unbound. Now, this is one of the rumours I hope to be fake, as it's a core mechanic within the franchise, and a lot of fans are very surprised and upset with this decision. Speedcross makes a return. The leak that we had on this about a month ago now didn't confirm if it's similar to Payback, but if anything, I'd imagine it probably will be, but at least we know that it's going to be a feature within the game. Car customization is even better than before. We'll likely have something similar in terms of how you apply parts in Need for Speed Heat, but with Unbound, we'll have more options to make the perfect car. And if anything, it seems like the Unite mod was a great inspiration for this with this game. The upgrade system has also changed and it's been simplified. It's still very similar to what we have in Need for Speed Heat, but this time we have a letter PI system like what you'd see in Forza Motorsport or Forza Horizon with the classed cars. Car meets are finally a feature in the series and work exactly how you'd imagine them to. Once you enter the car park, a menu pops up where you can scroll through and select what car you'd like to show off. You can also see other players' cars as well as placing bets on races in events. Now, this last bit, although it's not necessarily gameplay, but continued support is planned for this Need for Speed, which is absolutely great news. Obviously with Need for Speed Heat, we did have a couple of updates, but that was literally it. 2 updates, like bruh. And to make it even better, one of them was for crossplay. Oh, and that also reminds me, crossplay will also be a feature, meaning PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC players can all play together on this next Need for Speed game. Now, aside from all of the leaked info we know so far, we can of course expect all of the normal features we'd find in a Need for Speed game. When it comes to leaks, they usually point out new things that will feature in a game. And to finish this up, let's talk about the reveal and release date for Need for Speed Unbound. At this point, it's become a bit of a meme that this game will even release. I start every month saying we can expect something to be announced this month, yet here we are almost in October and we still know nothing about this game from EA. So with the logo and the name getting leaked today over on Twitter, I'd say we should be expecting an official reveal from EA either next week or early October for Need for Speed Unbound. Looking at the previous EA titles that have released so far this year, there is roughly a 2-month gap between the reveal trailer and the full release of the game. Jeff Grubb also stated recently that Need for Speed has been pushed back by a month, and if you link all of that info together, it means that we can expect the game to finally release in December this year. So Need for Speed Unbound is the next installment in the franchise. Be sure to drop a like rating down below and sub if you're new, as I'll be keeping you all in the loop with this year's game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.